Want to welcome everyone to Global FX Radio's Market Wrap-Up Show YouTube. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Monday. Ay, 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 what a Monday. October the 4th, 2009. Stock market to the moon. Dollar getting whacked. And again, continuation from Friday's move. Certainly not looking very good for the dollar right now. Breaking this entire uptrend channel line I see right here. I got to tell you, I'm certainly getting very nervous about today. Now, again, tomorrow's Tuesday. You know how I love Tuesdays because we know what Tuesdays are, don't we, team? It's called Turnaround Tuesday, baby. And I got to tell you, we're going to come down here. We're probably going to test down through 76.50. Australian rate increase is probably going to be around the corner. I'm not so sure about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But 76.50 is going to be big. We break through there, we'll have some momentum. I think we probably come in, maybe test 76.30, and then I think, listen, I'm hoping the stock market future is going to be up. I think we reverse tomorrow. I don't see where all the good news is. Let's take a look at the charts. That's an S&P futures chart. We go all the way to 10.53, 54. It's about 18 handles on the S&P, and it would still be a short. I want to see the S&P close above 1060. We get a close above 1060, I'll throw in the towel. Otherwise, I'm buying more S&P puts tomorrow. Oil, I'm not so convinced of this move. I want to see oil again above about 72, a close above 73, and then I'll be all in. The one that looks the most bullish, gold. I mean, this thing's gone. Gone. Look at that. Gone. We might have a big explosion in gold tonight. Take out the highs. Looks like about 10:30, and I think we get a monster reversal in gold too. Oh my goodness, baby, people, sorry. We're gonna have some night ahead of us. One hell of a night. Let's get right to the charts. Euro dollar, in my opinion, I'm gonna go a little quickly tonight because I want to get to some of the commodity currencies. And again, listen, Friday's rally continuing. Euro dollar, if it busts through and takes out this whole 50% retracement, we're going right to 47.05.12. Depends where you have your line. I don't do it scientifically. I know some of you do. So do it to the exact point and click and look for your level. But that's around 47.10. Love it. I think the euro gets up there and then sell. If it breaks through there, obviously things are going higher. Dollar yen, again, dollar yen, in my opinion, is not now trading with the stock market anymore. Dollar yen is now independent of the stock market, meaning it's more tied to the U.S. stock market. So the stock market's going up, the dollar. So if the dollar's going up or down, dollar yen's going to trade like that. One nice report I saw in the New York Times over the weekend, I never even realized this. Japanese rates, short-term, are now cheaper than the U.S. So you could borrow cheaper short-term, put them in the stock market in the U.S. than in Japan. So the stock market's going up, they're going to be borrowing from the dollar. So, again, they're going to need more dollars to borrow. Boom, got to pay in that check. So I think that's what we're seeing then in dollar yen. I think we're seeing a new paradigm, a new normal, as Bill Gross's PIMCO would say. Sterling, certainly the relative strength loser today. I think sterling looks terrible. I think any rallies in sterling should be sold. I think in Asia, before this number, if sterling gets up to about 160, why is it doing that? Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have too little time. So we get up to around 160. Sell. I think cable looks like death. I think the industrial production numbers and all those numbers are going to look terrible. Aussie dollar, as bad as it looks amazing now. And I guess we got this whole bullhorn pattern now, right? Bullhorn to the moon. And it looks like 88.70, 88.90. I'm all in. We hit this channel line, baby. I think you got to do it. Listen, Stevens, I can't believe he's going to indicate 100% they're going to raise rates in November. I cannot believe, given the economic numbers that we've seen come out in the last 3 weeks, that Stevens is going to indicate that things are amazing and I'm going to have to raise rates. I just don't see that happening. So I think what's more likely to happen is it's going to be a mixed statement where the bulls are going to grab something on it and run, and then the bears are going to end up, shouting out or something, some of the other stuff. So but it's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild, wild, wild. The key in that, and again, look at the New Zealand. We did Canada. Let's do that. Again, dollar Canada, Canadian Ivy, big number tomorrow. I'm looking for the Canadian dollar to continue this rally. This looks terrible. You look at this broken channel line here. It's busted. Sterling, I'm sorry, so much to do. So little time. So we break through 107. We take out today's lows. We're going to look very weak here, in my opinion, in the Canadian dollar. And we should come down certainly around to the 106 level. 106, certainly a big spot. And the Canadian Ivy, I think, is going to suck. And I think, basically, turnaround Tuesday. Oh, baby. The best-looking chart on the board. By far, by none, you can't argue it. Gone like the wind. Oh, my goodness. Remember, people, I have a couple of different venues through which you can check out my research and access. My cell phone, by the way, is busted from the beach. I don't know what to tell you, but the Twitters are going to be very few and far between until I get my phone back. That's tomorrow or Wednesday, according to Verizon. BlackBerry sucks. But you can follow me on twitter.com/voice of Forex. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Andrew.Spanton. You have Global FX Radio, which for some reason the last 2 days have been all screwed up, but that's my premium service where you sign up for that. Try out my 1-week trial. You get me for 4 hours, people, of talking like this. Hey, listen, I had a bad day today, but you know what? What am I going to do? I'm going to dwell on it. I'm going to make it back tonight. This thing is gone like the wind. It's going up. Probably 74. Look at that. Beautiful uptrend channel. This thing is gone. Flag, pole, flag, gone. Reversal tonight. So I want to be short this. By the end of the day, in my opinion, this New Zealand dollar is going to be down. I think we close probably with a monster shooting star at 73. Round trip. And then bang, back down. Absolutely. And dollar Canada, all the commodity currencies look pretty much the same. As far as pound Aussie goes, this thing looks terrible. I think it goes down big. I think this thing has just destroyed people's P&Ls, including my own. And I think New Zealand yen has been pound Kiwi. I don't even trade these things normally. You people got me involved with all your emails about them. But I'm kidding. Seriously, this thing, we take out 180, we might see 178.50 tonight. Measure the move. We touched the 10 EMA. We're ready to go exponential. We're ready to melt down in this thing. So, as oversold as it has now worked off some of that oversoldness, bounced up to 10 EMA. It's pretty much been hugging it the whole time. Again, I think at the end of the day, pound Aussie will be up on the day and we will have our hammer. But it might be down 300 pips before it happens. I kill myself. Right? Come on, you know I'm right. This thing looks terrible. Even if it goes up, it still looks horrible. All right. Anyway, Euro Sterling. Obviously, if we're going to be long pound Aussie into a meltdown, you want to make sure this thing's going down. If this thing's going up, you got big troubles. And above 92.05, I got to tell you, this looks pretty good. As bearish as I am, and the weekly, if you take a look, well, I don't want to risk it, but take a look at the weekly yourself. The weekly looks very bad. So in my opinion, we might break a little higher, but I'm looking for this to reverse. Maybe it's a sell in the news event. Maybe Euro Sterling goes up into industrial manufacturing production out of London, and then, as cable always does, it reverses on it. Good number, it goes down. Bad number, it goes up. Let's take a look at the yens. Again, if you have any questions about my premium service, feel free to email me at info, @globalfxradio.com. And again, if you're still not sure about what I offer, send me an email. I'll answer your questions. Some of you are something else. Euro yen. Looks like it's going higher to me. Stock market up big. Carry trade surprisingly weak. Surprisingly. I think they should probably break out. If the futures are going to be up, these things should probably be, listen, at the end of the day, I think these are a short. I'm just saying, they need to play catch up. The futures are up. Sterling yen also looks terrible. The commodity yens look the best. And look at Aussie yen. Aussie yen closing amazing, relatively, right? Aussie yen, great spot in Aussie yen, by the way, is going to be this whole 79.20 level. Absolutely. New Zealand yen also. Take a look at that downtrend channel line if we have time. Ready to break out. Sorry, uptrend channel. Well, actually 66, but this thing is looking like another one ready to break out. Have a good night. Oh boy.